What up, what up, what up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Guess it's not morning for everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. How's everybody doing? You guys looking forward to the podcast today? I know I am. Ooh, 2 a.m. Sounds like somebody might not make it. Somebody might have to watch the VOD when it's posted later. I need to know. I need to know how to use my OBS webcam as well as my Discord webcam at the same time. I'm just starting to stream early. The podcast is in an hour. But so I'll see you in an hour, but I'm just getting the stream oh, okay. You're just trolling me. I'm too tired for this. We stayed up a little bit late watching Love Island last night. It's funny to say out loud. But yeah, we stayed up past our bedtime. It's like the one day that I get to sleep in, I choose to stay up way later than normal. So that's why I'm currently a zombie, but I'll be good. We'll make it through this.
All right, let's go.
Nitrogen, are you free right now? Okay, you're not? Okay. I was gonna ask you to test something with me real quick before we get everybody here. Just some technical stuff. The biggest thing is like if I can't figure out the webcam thing whilst live, then I will have to do the podcast with my webcam on OBS. Yeah, I just wanted to join a video call with you real quick if you don't mind. I'm gonna call you up on Discord. It'll be super duper quick. Guys, just give us 1 second for technical purposes. Yo, am I on camera on here? Oh, is my input incorrect? For some reason, I have my... There we go. Wait, that's not a microphone, that's speaker. Oh no. Now you can hear me?
No.
Okay. My webcam's working. You can see my terrible mustache. Alright, sweet. I just wanted to make sure that we were good there. Okay, I'll see you in about an hour. Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, see ya. Thank you.
Alright, chat. Weird. We're not technically illiterate, just a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that if I deactivated it properly, that chill out, Tori, that everything would be smooth on that end. I wasn't sure, but I did some Google magic, and we figured it out. Alright, so we have about 45 minutes till everybody's ready. And we'll kick things off from there. but for now, let's
Business is tough.
let's see what we need to farm.
To hang out? I'm free after work.
So
What
we
do
need to
you
get
want?
Security
If you're that free,
ascended.
go buy me the latest Duke cake.
Oh, so our priorities right now: finish this team, which we really want Hayther in this team, because there's no shot that I'm using Wolf Boy. We need to level up Security and Haniel, pre-farm Daffodil. You got Fadia? Are you excited about getting Fadia, or are you not so excited? I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry.
What do you
So
want?
I'll settle for
If you're that free, go buy me the latest
nodding.
Duke cake.
Fight the Headless Rider a couple times. Indifferent. Yeah. Have you 3-starred everything so far? Because that's pretty good. I'm at the 4th stage, I want to say. I'll probably do a few runs of that, see if we can get some progress on that. You made it through the night. What time is it for you?
Don't worry, we could only be a moment.
Hey, good job. I'm still catching up on it. I'll try and 3-star everything before the end of the patch, though. I think I'll be able to. It looks like we should be able to. Oh, he threw the bike at me. Alright, we're still rusty in the morning. We're still waking up. Oh, you made it through the tornado night. That's right. Sorry, Yandere. Well, I'm glad no more tornadoes. I'm glad no tornadoes in the night. That is terrifying. Hopefully no tornadoes in the day, even though you could see them coming. It's still preferable to just avoid them in general. Ah. Still on cooldown. I figured I'd be off cooldown.
Let me take over. Let's finish this.
What's the weather like in Kansas? Does it get hot out there? Like,
The tides of the world, drawn to this place.
I've got no idea.
Time for the professionals to I'll deliver this one myself.
You can't parry with ranged units, can you?
You'll need to try harder next time.
Time to arrive.
Not too difficult. Shit change. Don't make me. Here I am.
Let me take a let me try.
Pretty lively here. Thank you for your patience.
Everyone, follow my command.
Need to try harder. Yeah. He's not wrong. I need better gear. But I really don't want to farm it yet. I really need to farm character stuff right now. Okay, so
Me? What do you want?
we're gonna have to do another run of it later.
Go buy me the latest Duke.
That's a bummer. You can parry with ranged units. Okay, I'm just bad. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. So if everyone wasn't aware, the cast for today's episode is going to be Stix, Nonpon, Nitrogen, and Joker, and Vyncent Remethar. I'm curious if anybody has any questions that they would like answered throughout the pod. Any good talking points. I'm not asking you to do my job for me. I've already got some talking points. But if there's anything that the audience would like to hear specifically that we could tackle. Super curious about that.
How rude! Haven't I left the intel confirmed? I'll deliver this one myself.
Direction of future patches, that's always a good subject.
How rude! Time for the professionals to take over. Thank you for your trouble.
Lore discussion, we'll definitely discuss the lore and our opinions on the lore thus far. That's one of my favorite things to yap about.
I will see through the... Exclusive delivery, please. Decided?
I am a lore enjoyer. It's all good, generic. I totally get it. I don't know why I just used her skill. That was incorrect. You want us to just talk about Talghetto for an hour straight? We could do that.
Just warming up. Can't touch this.
Get out of the corner.
Time. I can see you all. Time for a change. Underboss, it's our turn. Shit change. Don't make me clean up for too long.
Took a minute. I whiffed my rotation there.
Time for the professionals to take. Don't worry, we have. Thank you for your patronage. No big deal. Trust me. Everyone, follow my command. You can challenge me.
Dude has so much to dodge.
Can't touch this. You can challenge me. How rude. And
Does this freeze the break state? It does. Okay, that's super cool. Good to know.
arriving at this very moment.
Yeah, does he know how bad the fawn economy is? He needs to take that into account.
Pretty lively here. Trust me. Can't touch this.
Giving away fawns in this economy?
Just a tip.
Crazy.
You can challenge me.
I think we could do difficulty 5, but I think it's going to take a minute. Oh no. It's going to take like at least 3 or 4 full rotations. Why did it kick us out? Oh? Select our earnings. Still stocked up here. And some gifts.
Wow. Thank you, Coco. I need to put my tail in its place. It's so happy it won't stop wagging. Where'd you get spoils like this?
Yeah, that's a interesting way of putting it, especially when you're taking into account the her DPS when it comes to using her in the Beyond the Rails mode, since it freezes the time. It's pretty cool. The podcast itself will be starting in roughly half an hour, 30-35 minutes. We'll get everybody on, get us all situated, and start. And then I'll be uploading it almost immediately after stream, so really looking forward to that. Seems like everybody just wants to know the general opinion of 1.1 on the story, upcoming characters, upcoming story beats, whether or not we're going to be going and exploring that theme park like everybody's talking about. Hey, hope you're having a good time at church. Put us on for the commute. Windy out today. Something's banging against my window.
Let me take over. How rude! Shit thing. No, I'll deliver the triple. Everyone, follow my command!
Beat King is such a cool boss. I love how they implement the rhythm game into the fight. Might not be an easy boss at a higher level, but it's fun. Jump, jump, jump. Dodge, dodge, jump. Punch, punch. But you have to like dodge and do his stuff. It's a little tough.
The tide of the world, drawn to his tail.
Just buy out 24 million beetle coins? That's crazy. As the podcast is going to be in about 30-35 minutes, provided everybody's ready to go. But yeah, we're going to be getting that started. Whoa. Getting that started soon.
Pretty lively here. Thank you for your patience. Underboss, it's our turn. Think you can challenge me? Watch
is he so tanky?
Arriving at this very moment. Time for the professionals to take over. Time for change.
Yeah, it has been super expensive leveling characters once you hit level, what's it called, level 40 Hunter, and then level 45 will get even more, so I'm trying to prioritize it as well. It's been hard. Things get expensive for sure. I'm going to start to just pre-farm everything for when I rank them up again, instead of spending my my stamina farming gear, which I really want to farm more gear, but I just got to save at this point. My gear is not good. So we'll get another breakthrough at 45 and then 50 and 55. And then we'll get another, another appraisal level at 45, 50, 55. And then we'll get another breakthrough at 50, which makes the world crazier, I believe. Or I think that's just the one that requires the quest. But 45 will be our next little boost. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to farm up all the metals so that I could buy all of this stuff out. That way I could get a little bit of extra beetle coins and some experience stuff. And then we got some more in here to buy from the Beyond the Rails.
Me? I'm here.
I just wish I had more stamina. Yeah, we're only on the 5th stop right now. We could probably clear through, but we'll be unable to 3-star them for now, I think.
Let me take a look. Time for a change.
It's just our DPS is struggling. And if you're bad like me and you aren't dodging as well as you need to, it's pretty hard. They do damage. You definitely have to dodge at this point.
And thus, time flows on.
Trust me. Pretty well, I'll deliver this one myself. I will see through. Everyone, follow my command.
Far away.
It'll only be a moment.
The cool little thing is that reusing
Arriving at this very moment.
Esper Zero's skill with Hattori's ability does recharge the Esper cycle gauge, so keep that in mind for after using Hattori's skill.
Still not playing shit change. Don't make me thank you for your pay. Trust me.
Does get a little extra blossom going. I'm about to lose my Nana.
Let me through. Here's your delivery. Did you need...
And thus, time flows on.
The moon has set. I will see if it...
Sakiri, stay safe. When you like.
Ready, save the day. Get it, Kiramaru.
Why did I only grab the one? Not good.
I can do this.
This bell, everything it holds is unreal.
Why did my Haniel get one shot?
Leave it to me.
Oh, I'm just getting one shot right now. That's
Fine.
demoralizing. And I think after the podcast, we might try and do the hotel anomaly. I don't know if we're going to do that. That looks pretty time consuming, but we'll see if we can knock that out as well. We haven't done our daily fawn box or our daily cheese grind.
Appearance of non-accompanying passengers is a normal phenomenon on this train.
No, not that. What's everyone been watching this week? Got any good TV show or anime recommendations going on? Sentence to be a hero. Let me guess. Isekai? If I had to make an educated guess, it'd be an isekai. I haven't watched... Oh, normal fantasy anime. I didn't know that they made those anymore. Is that one supposed to be any good? Because I enjoy a good fantasy. I really need to finish season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, so I'll probably add that to my list for today. Not for today, for this week. Time permitting. I mean, now that Hell's Paradise Season 2 is out, I really need to go through and binge that. The first season was pretty hype. I only watched the first 5 or 6 episodes, but the animation was sick. We're all done. Cheese grind complete. Oh yeah. The only anime she could be watching right now is some Pokemon or something. City Tycoon level up. Yay. Oh, that's exciting. Now we're 1.1 million off of 28. Almost 2.2 million of 29.
Business is tough. Every little thing counts.
Do you want to hang out? I'm free after work.
Oops, I don't want to enhance this. I want to mix it. So that's an extra 5% Cosmo damage. That's not bad. 5% total. Could do a pink pause run. Got enough time for a pink pause run and then I'll start to get ready for the podcast. Maybe make a coffee. What's up, Naruto? The Naruto is here? Is that Boruto's dad? Who's your favorite Naruto character? And you can't just say Naruto unless if it really is. But good morning / good afternoon, good evening. It's almost 10 a.m. here on the West Coast. Yeah, Sasuke's husband. My wife would love that. She's a Sasuke x Naruto shipper.
Hello there. Once the game begins.
No, what did I just do?
Are you here for the pink? Yes, of course.
Keep this real quick. I don't check this enough. I want to find this diamond. We've got like 800k left to earn from Pink Paws, so that'll get us pretty close to the next rank up.
Welcome, everyone.
Ooh, 10 p.m. over there.
Heist competition.
12-hour time difference is crazy. Hope it's going well on your side of the world.
I will see through the Nexus.
Time for a change.
Shit! Let me.
Yeah, cash. I got super lucky and got Hattori on Hattori's arc on a random 10 pool. We were like, let's just do one pool and build up pity for Lacrimosas, and we happened to hit it. So I was going to use the Battle Pass arc on Hattori because I wasn't going to invest that much into her, but I'm happy to have gotten her arc. It's obviously strong on her. So good luck. Good luck to you. need to put together a more efficient route for this because I know that I could be doing it better. Great, we could use some time stop. Always sprint through to here. Save us like 10 seconds. The time stop for saving time is such a sweaty, like min-maxing thing. I love it. Not my specialty. As a super casual. Let me out.
I will. Time for a change.
Yes, the arc keys in the Hunter exchange will reset. So keep that in mind when farming that up. Or when spending those. Make sure to get the arc keys in the annulith. The only thing that won't reset will be the things that say limited on them. So that's a good way to remember what's what you could actually spend on. Personally, we'll just buy up the annulith and the keys and get those on reset because that seems like the best investment. There's a spider.
Time for this.
drawn to his tail.
Vault access card, okay. Use that later. Gonna probably wrap this one up pretty quick. Gotta go let my neighbor, or go get my neighbor's kid's soccer ball out of the backyard. Toss that over the fence. Those kids were going a little too ham, I guess. And then we'll get ready for the podcast. So, we'll find an exit here. And get on out. Oh, I didn't mean to use the time stop. It's fine.
Intel confirmed. Exclude. Let me take over. I will see through the next sided. Fight hero!
Deflate the soccer ball. Damn kids.
Thank you for your patronage. Trust me.
Closed. Get it. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. Just go straight to that exit. Just so we could get out of here and get ready for the podcast. I quite like Hattori. Her rotation is pretty fun. And it feels good. It's not as difficult as I kind of thought it would be. But I like her. I think she's a cool character. I don't like that I didn't get the skin. But it is what it is. We're not going 200 pulls deep. I just finished the weakest ping pause heist ever. But a quick 100k while we're waiting to get started. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get the kid's soccer ball into the backyard and we're gonna get ready for the podcast. So if you guys could babysit Nonoli while I go and do so, I'll be back in about 2 minutes and we'll get things going. last time. What up?
Oop. See? Greetings.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good evening.
How art thou?
Good evening. Guys, quick question. Are we just on time, or do I have like 2 minutes to take
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
coffee?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's weird. Well,
Gotta get your coffee in. I've got a Sour Patch Red Berry Ghost energy drink.
sheesh.
I need caffeine right now. I am running on empty.
Yeah, empty. Actually, you know what? I should go grab a drink too. I'll be right back. Didn't get good enough sleep?
Yeah, we were gonna go to bed at a good time and sleep in a little bit since we don't have our daughter right now, but we ended up staying up till like 1:30, which I'm typically like a 11 or midnight kind of guy with a 3-4-year-old.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I gotta sleep until 8:30, which I rarely get to do. Good morning, Stix, or good afternoon.
Greetings.
Good evening.
Okay. I think I'm at a good stopping point. I was in the middle of
Yo.
like, the boss rush.
Yo.
Let's see.
How are you guys doing?
Same.
Doing good. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. Playing Octopath Traveler 0
Ooh.
downstairs.
Nice. Octopath, like the original JRPG on the Switch, was a banger. I haven't played the gacha at all, though.
Yeah, I didn't play the
Alright,
gacha.
gentlemen.
This is the version of the gacha that was made into a single player game.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
There's a lot of like JP gacha games that end up doing that. I think like didn't like Mega Man have like a gacha game and then they turned it into like a single player game later or something like that?
I got no idea.
Good evening, people. Good to see everyone here. Coffee has been obtained, so we're in good company.
Absolutely delicious.
Fantastic.
Vince
There we
is
go.
going to be up late after this.
Oh, I am not gonna be up late. Coffee doesn't really keep me up all that much. I don't know why.
Rep.
Just a cute little teacup, too. I like
It's
that.
it's nice. Actually, no, it's because my normal coffee cup is in the sink and I don't feel like washing it right now.
Gotta do what you gotta do. And then,
Fair.
Nitro, you're not coming on camera, correct?
I don't have one, so
Totally understand.
not really an option.
But yeah, same thing as last time. We'll try not to talk over each other. I know how hard it is with Discord. But yeah, we could just jump right into it. Welcome, guys, to the first launch episode of the Anomaly Anonymous podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the 1.0 launch and our experiences thus far. Maybe a little bit of speculation on 1.1 and everything we got going on. We could go around and introduce ourselves. If Joker, you want to start, we could just go clockwise.
Okay. Hello again. It is Joker. Nice to see you guys again. Content creator, do some Neverness to Everness stuff, and yeah, just here to have fun and enjoy the game while it's out.
I'm Nonpon, and I've lost a lot of money to anime waifus. I've been making content for gacha games for like 6 years now, so I guess the pendulum is swinging towards Neverness to Everness now.
And I'm Nif. If you're here, you probably know me. And if you don't, I like anime waifus and my real wife. I have to throw that in or she'll get mad at me. But I'm happy that you guys are all joining me. Go ahead, Nitro.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm Nitrogen. Started creating content about 3 months ago. So I'm pretty new to this, but great to get to know you guys. And the only Kafka sim, so.
All right, all right. I guess it's my turn next. Hi, everyone. I am Vincent. I do content creation on YouTube. I'm a story enjoyer, and I play too many gacha games, if I'm being honest. Though not as many as our next YouTuber extraordinaire. Please take it away, my good sir.
Yo, my name is Stix. I cover several dozen different gacha games, playing several dozen different gacha games every single day, every single week. I've been doing MMO YouTube videos for about 9 years, gacha YouTube videos for about 3. Been very heavily involved in NTE since they flew me out to Gamescom back in like August or October 2025. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, and it's an honor to be a part of another podcast with a community of gacha content creators as talented and as handsome as all of you.
Is the mustache doing it? I went from having luscious locks to mustache and a buzzed head. So
Hey, you're rocking it though.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, you look great, mate.
I'm feeling it. I'm just 2 weeks away from not having to cut my hair for the military again, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, how's everybody's launch experience been thus far? Any standout moments for you guys? Or are we getting burnt out on 1.0 and just dying for 1.1? I know Nonpon, you were on the grind there for a minute. We were getting a video a day for like weeks on end. Excellent guides, by the way. We got to shout out Nonpon's guides.
Thank you. Actually, when this podcast started, I was going to time myself or see how long it would take before the creature known as Tagio was brought up. Because I feel like he is probably
Wait,
the
who's
most.
Tagado?
Tagio is the little sea otter with the TV forehead.
Oh, I don't recall him at all in the story.
That-
No, I feel
Blocked
like
it
I've never
out.
heard anyone talk about him.
Well, you know,
Well,
he's just a little guy that may spend more than a little bit of time into the story, which I feel like causes a lot of discrepancies and enjoyment of the plot. But for lack of better words, I enjoy the story. It's not the best story I've played so far in any other gacha game, but it's enough for me. So I'm liking it, despite how much I've spent a bunch of time into this game. I kind of just want to take the new content that I get as slow as possible because I've already like done a bunch with 1.0. So anytime 1.1 comes out, I'm gonna take my time with it. That's my plan at least.
That's how I like to tackle content anyway, or new games in general. Like I'm a self-proclaimed casual. You know, I get into the game, I play the story, I get the characters, I slowly explore. Like, dude, I haven't explored the like anything past 1.3. I think in Wuwa. I haven't finished exploring even the 1.0 zones in Enfield yet. Still getting through that. Like, these are games that I play every single week, but I like slowly and gradually get to content. And the same with NTE. Like, I've been very slowly playing it for like 30, 40 minutes a day, unlocking everything, slowly leveling everything, slowly, you know, I think, and you noted that you were curious how long it'd take for Tagado to come out or to be mentioned, but I think with regards to the story, it's had its ups and downs, and I think that a lot of people are unfortunately like overreacting to the 1.0 story because Tagado has a very like integral part in the after intro part of 1.0, but then like towards the newer content, he's kind of you know not there. His existence has been pushed to the side, and a lot of people are arguing, 1.0 is very Tagado centric, but after you get through that intro area, it becomes very, very much more focused on, the other characters. And I think, again, people are overreacting to Tagado's inclusion in the beginning. And once they actually get through that, You know, like once they get through the early stages of the 1.0 for all the other big gacha games, they're gonna come to realize that the story is actually a lot better than they had anticipated it being.
Yeah, I feel like we have to remember that this is a 1.0, and I want them to come out swinging, of course. But after the prologue and the Kodak quest, having the little bit of world building with Tageto, while I wish it was something else sometimes, I understand why it's there. You like kind of slow down a little bit. You get to like explore the city and be shown the shops and everything. So I could like see the justification of having it there. I just wish that like a little bit more screen time was given to some other stuff, but I'm trying to remind myself that it's 1.0 and we ended on a hype note, and hopefully they just like come back swinging and giving us some more details on Daffodil's situation. But I thought that the 1.0 ended on a really good note.
It's
Like what
because of
Stix
Zelda,
said
isn't it?
before about like taking your time with the game too, because I feel like outside of the story, I don't know if you guys have felt this, but I think one thing I'm impressed by is maybe it might be because of Anata or people excited for GTA or something. But there's a lot of people who NTE is like their first ever gacha game, which is weird for me to experience that again. Last time I experienced that was like Genshin or something, right? So it's weird for me to experience that a bit because if I'm streaming or something and I'm like using adjectives or things that we're used to, like someone will ask me like, "What are pools? Like, what are we pooling?" I'm like, they don't know what gacha pools are, you know. So it's like it's kind of strange that there's like they've kind of like tapped into this tiny like market of just people who have never touched a gacha before, and I guess it does a good job at disguising itself as that because, frankly speaking, you get so involved with everything else in this game that you forget that you're playing an anime open world gacha game, honestly.
And there's an overwhelming amount of stuff to do in it too.
I was gonna say, basically, like NTE basically shines whenever you're doing something that is not related to the gacha aspect, right? As in, it's not about gathering all of the crows that you're gonna find. It's not about using your energy. It's like when you just go out, you start driving, you go on the highway, and you just like go crazy with you pedal to the metal, right?
I've got a
That's basically
chatter
where
or
I think
two
it
who
goes.
are like racing mains, like they're treating this like it's just Need for Speed, and
Need for Speed.
yeah, respect to him for that. I'm not a great driver, but
Neither am I, but racing is my favorite activity in the game right now.
Somebody asked me if the Porsche collab that's coming out will like power creep the fastest car in the game, and I had to like download, like I had to think to myself like, oh yeah, there's motorized power creep that might actually happen. That's a genuine concern. Like the new car might be faster. Who knows? I don't know. It could be.
Okay. Wait. Power creep when if the car is coming and is basically just like sold with fawns, that's fine. Okay, like that's just normal gaming stuff, right? Not gacha stuff, right? If it's gonna be power creep, then the car should be locked underneath some sort of like I don't know premium currency or whatever, or actual real money spent.
all right, you to quote a Tom Cruise movie, it's about the driver, not the car. Where they're like, it's the pilot, not the plane.
Oh my god, hold on. You serve that to me on a silver platter. I'm sorry. I need to use that right now, okay? Because that's exactly what happened to me, where I basically got what's the cheapest car that you get from the Regalia? The Galant or the what is it called?
It's the 1.5 million one, or
yeah, that's the 1.8 one with the convertible version. But that's the one that I got, right? And then I got into racing, PvP racing, and there was somebody with a Pendragon. Like the fastest car in the goddamn game.
GG, shake my hand.
And holy moly, I did not believe I left that guy behind like 500 miles behind me. And I'm like, what did you do? How did I win this? But then I realized I think it was because of the tires. He didn't invest in the tires. He got the car and he was swerving around because of the tires, right?
Or he was playing one-handed.
How do you do that while racing?
He's trying to stick shift.
Looking at Hotori on the other scale.
Okay, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Dual monitor setup. I want to say my experience for 1.0 has been pretty cool. I know that you guys were making reference to a lot of newer players that have, I guess you could say, gotten into the game. My roommate, he's played some gacha games, but he's more of a like, I'll play for like maybe 2 days and I don't care anymore. He plays like multiple games a day. He doesn't stay on one game. And it's kind of funny seeing like some of my non-gacha based friends playing the game because my sister only plays Mahjong. She plays she hops in, she goes to Little Sparrow. When her daily like thing is done, she gets off the game. She doesn't even touch it anymore. Like she'll hop on my Discord and it's like, all right, who's trying to get their butt whooped in Mahjong? I'm like, bro, like I'm over here trying to build characters and stuff, and I'm in Discord listening to other people playing, and you got Speed Racer over here. He just got the new Forza game. That's my roommate, so he's only cares about racing. Sister doing Mahjong. And then you got like the rock band experts in there trying to do the little drumming game. I get my butt kicked in a drumming game. I can't even like it. I did it through the story, got work, never touched it again. But that's just because I suck. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a pretty good experience. I do, like I said, I do notice the group of people coming in that aren't your normal gacha players, which is pretty interesting. I wouldn't even classify myself as a normal gacha player. I've only played. I started with Fate Grand Order, but that was like a long time ago. And I did Genshin and Zenless, but I don't play I've never played Arcfield, never played Wuthering Waves. Not because I didn't want to, just because I try not to overload myself. My brain might explode if I play like multiple at a time. But it's been an overall pretty good performance. I've liked 1.0. I think it's pretty cool.
Nitro?
Yeah. So the story, in my opinion, was pretty decent, I would say. The one thing I really like about it is the fact that the story is not really about us, but the bunch of misfits in the A-Bahn. I really like that aspect of the game, of the story, my bad.
Who's your favorite member of A-Bahn? And you can't say Hattori.
Wait, why can't we say
What am I
Hotori?
supposed
Why?
to say?
Because
that
that's who he's going to say. I want to know who his second favorite is.
Kafka.
Oh, Tagia, for sure.
Wait,
I mean,
Kafka?
mate, Hotter is the only favorite of mine.
Okay,
What am I
fine.
supposed to say besides her?
He lives and breathes for Hotori.
Yeah.
Don't ask what he's breathing, though.
Uh-oh.
Did
Don't go into the territory.
Did everybody see the little amusement park while just randomly exploring? Are we pretty much locked in on the fact that that's going to open up during 1.1?
Hookah Land.
Hookah Land.
I don't
Dude,
know
we-
about that one.
Wait, really? I saw that in a
Yeah.
beta. My wife, Mrs. Stix, and I were just driving around racing, and we happened across the amusement park. And she immediately, because we're big fans of Disney World and Disneyland and all the amusement parks around the world. So she immediately goes, "Oh my god, that's the greatest thing ever!" She runs over there and she can't actually access it. She's like, "Worst beta test ever! Why can't we access it?" So we're very
I
excited
might-
to see it open up.
I might have a hot take here. I don't think Disneyland is going to be the next area that unlocks.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that place is going to be saved for some sort of celebratory event or
It
something.
feels like
If
an
we're
event.
talking,
Yeah.
yeah. If we're talking about a new zone, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I've seen at the edge of one of the districts that we're in, there's a bridge section that leads to another district. I think it's in the north side of the map. I don't remember exactly. I think that's the one that we're going to get as a new area in 1.1.
Yo, Nonpon, do you remember in TOF they had kind of an amusement park area as well? I think it was added. That was added
Yeah.
after 1.0, wasn't it?
Well,
1.2 or
it's kind
something?
of I'll give you a small tale. For those who actually did play Tower Fantasy at the start, I think one of the most grilling things about it was the chests had timers on them. Like if you found a chest, you couldn't open it right away. No, you had to wait 13 hours before you can open it. So there was a lot of time-gated stuff in Tower Fantasy. The amusement park was actually there at launch, but you couldn't access it because you had to wait for a quest to unlock to actually fly up there.
Okay.
Unless you were stubborn. So if you use the majority of glitches in Tower Fantasy, which bounds were just features at that point, to be honest, you could actually get up to that island before you were even allowed to get there. and I distinctively remember going through all the painstaking like techniques and using friends, all these cylinders and stuff just to climb up there. Didn't even know what was going to be up there, and it was just a big amusement park, like a Ferris wheel, roller coaster, all this other like extra stuff you could just do. Um, and didn't really add anything. It was just a fun thing to do with other people. Which makes me wonder, since NTE is more of just a single player game, if it's just going to be there as like a good way to raise bond points or affections. But man, it's vastly bigger than, what was it called? See This Island? Yeah, See This Island. Yeah, that's what the name of the island was.
This is kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah. Fun fact, there's fireworks that play on that island in Tower of Fantasy, and that's the same song that actually plays with the collaboration they're doing. Because they have like a Tower Fantasy music collaboration happening. So that's cool, I guess. Maybe that might be in the amusement park. We'll see. Yeah.
I'm like of the opinion that it might not be the 1.1 thing, even though it's kind of obvious because it's right there. But there's also that little zone across the bridge, like Vince said. But in terms of, because like a little amusement park is super small, not a lot of space to explore, cool for bonds. I do think that they could tell a pretty cool, like, anomaly related little horror thing with the amusement park. I think that that's got like potential to actually be kind of cool. I just don't think that it's enough for like 1.1 to just be that. Like, I think we need a little bit more city to explore. But the anomalies, like some of these commissions, like actually had me spooked. I did the lonely player one, and that one had me jumping. I haven't done the hospital yet because I'm just like dreading it. Wow. But I need to get that done.
That was awesome.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm the other way around. I'm dreading the lonely player one. I finished the entirety of the hospital.
God.
I think those are really actually fun. I think that it's interesting. It might be more scary if you do it in by yourself. I guess you could say I cheated. I played with friends. But I would hop in first person mode, and then man, like in the hospital, the footsteps from that guy, bro. I almost cleared my desk off multiple times. It's intense. Lonely Player wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be. It was eerie, but I think the hospital one, and then there's another commission where you're like in a school and you got these shadow people. If you don't look at them, they chase you. Yeah, no, it was time to log off. I accidentally walked into it and I was like, okay, mission, whatever. And I just walked past and some shadow guy like grabbed me and my screen turned black. Oh yeah, my head almost touched the ceiling. It was bad. It was bad. I do like those kind of like. So it's kind of interesting that you made a point of it of there being like potential for like an eerie kind of instance, because it would be like when it opens up the park, maybe it's not necessarily all sunshines and rainbows. It could end up like that, like you guys were saying, maybe a place to like have bonds and stuff. But what if there's like an anomaly or something over there happening, and it's actually a little bit more on the dark side when you first go over there, and then after you clear it, then it becomes this fun place to kind of. I think that'd be a nice little bit.
Like
I would like it.
Like the Ferris wheels going on a murderous rampage and killing all the people that are hopping on.
Yes. You just see people get shot off into the distance because the seatbelts come off, and then you just
starts juggling people.
It would be perfect. It would be
tycoon
perfect,
to the next
bro.
level.
Yeah, it'd be
This
perfect.
reminds me of a really old arcade game where you had like a pistol made out of plastic and you shoot at the screen. It's called Carnival, and it's basically just like you going through a carnival of murderous people just like doing all sorts of like crazy stuff. Like if that happens, that's just gonna be a blast from the past for me.
I would love
it.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, I think the whole like anomaly aspect of the game provides so many unique and interesting opportunities like this for encounters, boss fights, storylines to be told that aren't like commonplace in other games, other gacha games specifically.
True. Actually, the anomalies are basically the most unique thing that NTE has to offer. And I'm pretty sure they're going to keep adding more and more of these unique encounters as the updates roll in, right? Because you already mentioned some of the unique anomalies that I enjoyed, but then there's another one with the elevator. I don't know if you guys...
You get freaking impaled!
Yeah,
that scared the shit out of me.
They lock you into first-person mode.
Yes, exactly. And the interesting thing that I found in that person is just like, it's not just the fact that they lock you into first person, but I honestly felt like I recently played Resident Evil 9, right? And there are like the first person sections that you get through there.
Mhm.
I honestly felt a little bit of that atmosphere creeping in NTE with this anomaly. It was really interesting.
It's one I wanted to bring up one thing about like all the horror anomalies and stuff. I feel like I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but a lot of the horror anomalies are usually just puzzle quest. So I guess
Yeah.
what I'm used to right now is like you play Genshin or well, not to compare apples to orange, just the Kiwis to whatever. But I would say like off the wall finding random chests, they usually have like a small puzzle, like put the square in the square hole, follow the fairy to turn on this light bulb, whatever, right? And I feel like what they've done, because like the hospital, like the school anomaly, they've like condensed every bit of puzzle aspect they can think of and just shoved it into like one area. Like here's the school, good luck with that. By the time you figure out how to do that, there's that for you.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's also like, God, you get mentioned like the hospital and the anomaly. It's like you have like this horror aspect, but then there's so much puzzle to them that it's sometimes like, I don't know, part of me got a little bit frustrated with the hospital being looped around with the anomaly boss because it's like I'm playing Legend of Zelda. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do, and I'm scared, and I have no answers. At least Resident Evil has some yellow paint for me to follow. At least I know where to go there. But man, they do not hold your hand in some of those horror aspects. It's like, you know what, kid? Yeah, welcome to our haunted house. We don't know where the exit is. You'll figure it out. Have fun.
That's why I was glad I streamed it, because I'd get stuck for 5-10 minutes in the hospital and people be like, you need to find this clue. The clue's located over here. Make sure you check the locker, get that key. And it
Exactly.
made
Like
it very easy
how
for
are
me.
you supposed to know?
The clues were one thing. The clues you can kind of like more easily figure out. The problem for me was like finding the keys. Man, there are some moments where the game literally just asks you find this item to open the door, and they're so small. It's so difficult to find them. I don't even know how people actually see them. The only reason I found one key was because I was like running next to every single object, hoping that
Mashing
a
F.
pop up, hoping that a pop up would just
I did
show
that
up
too.
and save me from my misery.
Yeah.
We need like
Yeah,
a scan feature where it like scans the room you're in and like highlights objects, because some of the things are small and some of the environments are super dark, so it's like really hard to find what you're looking for.
Exactly.
But I hope they don't. I guess what I'm trying to say, I hope the horror isn't just a one-time thing because I think they do it pretty well. I think they need a balance between horror and puzzle. You know what I mean? Because eventually you're doing so much puzzle that okay, I'm not actually scared anymore. I'm just kind of getting pissed off here. Do you know what I mean? They gotta find that balance between those two.
But then there's the interesting question, like, how are we going to keep the horror element fresh, right? Because you're effectively talking about playing with superpowered individuals, right? At one point, like, it's like going into Resident Evil with the maxed out revolver, right? Or like the bazooka. Like, at one point, does it stop being scary and you're just like frustrated because you're this powerful individual and could probably just completely outright destroy the anomaly itself?
Yeah, I think they just got to keep like yoinking and twisting stuff, like just taking other things from other games and putting their own little spin on it. Like we get so many references in this game, like they've got no problem doing that.
Oh yeah,
And make them non-combat too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
Because I mean, Vincent, you mentioned that we're tactically like strong enough to just completely obliterate everything. If you remove the combat aspect, right, and it just becomes something that you need to solve, intellectually, then you're removing any kind of like broken OP combat element to the game, and therefore, you don't need to necessarily concern yourself with being too powerful to overcome the obstacle. I also think they should, if they're gonna like keep the horror aspect like a central point going into the future, they should probably like limit how frequent the I think cadence of the horror quests or scenarios are, probably to like one per major patch or something. Like, find so I don't know if you guys watched the Scary movies back in like the 90s, early 2000s, but they
Love
spoof
them.
like a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
different horror movies in each movie. So I think what NTE should do is like kind of find something and then attempt to integrate that one specific style of horror into like each patch, and instead of like overwhelming people with 5, 6, 8 smaller stories or smaller scenarios, they should just have like one that takes inspiration from or spoofs something from real life. I think that could limit um the I guess amount we're overwhelmed by the horror theme as a whole, and therefore we're not growing bored with it.
Yeah.
But then again, like I completely agree. But like we also have to take into consideration that this is basically just like one aspect. So if we're gonna have like anomalies that focus on the horror element, I think we have like the entire game as a counterbalance to the atmosphere of like, oh, you have horror anomalies and then you have city life. Take a break, go watch a movie, go do whatever. Like enjoy time raising your bonds with your agents and whatnot.
Going fishing.
Oh no. No
I do
fishing
think
here.
like the whole idea of just like what an anomaly is like not defined well, but it's also good that way. Like there's some people saying like, oh, the entire city is an anomaly. Like, sure, why not? What does that mean? And then there's like some speculation that when you go to prison, uh, if you actually like look at the library notes and everything, it says in there like people don't remember me when I come back in here, and I break out over and over again, and it's like apparently like the whole jail is like an anomaly that's just made to like have to be broken out of over and over again, and like your radar's like fuzzled and stuff. It's like all this tinfoil hat theory stuff, but it's like what is an anomaly? It's like, oh, there's some anomalies that are just chill. There's some who actually want to freaking hurt you. There's some that actually want to be your best friend. There's espers who have anomaly powers. Kind of. It's like, it's almost like the less it's defined, the more whimsical it is because you don't really make sense of it because you know that this world's just very uncertain, right?
Literally got
You
chills when you were saying they didn't remember when you go into the prison. I'm just like,
they don't remember you, and you keep talking to them, and they're like, yeah, who are you, whatever, and like the same guy that you saved, right, from the bully or whatever. And then you start this game, and people are like crying and having their tears sucked out of their body. It's like, what is happening? Like what are anomalies? It's a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, but
Anomalies,
if
I
you
think are. Sorry, go ahead, Nitro.
what I want to say is, but it's better to leave it like that because the less defined it is, the more potential you have to make more interesting stuff out of it, or even import some other aspects of other games, like you guys mentioned before. For example, with this, they could actually just make the story of the Jack the Ripper into an anomaly. That would actually
Yeah,
be
that could be
fire.
interesting. That could be interesting. Like, yeah, the
Or
point
other
is like
horror stories.
the point is anomalies are going to thrive and are going to become more interesting the more mysterious they are because they're supposedly like these. I'm sure everyone here has heard about SCP Foundation and whatnot, right? They're
Yeah.
basically SCPs. They have their own rule sets, but part of the mystery is like figuring out like how they work and why they work the way they are, right?
Yeah, I like that. Quick interruption before we move on. We're talking a lot about Resident Evil. I've got a copy of Resident Evil 9 that we're going to be giving away on this video because I'm not going to play it. I've already watched it. So comment down below if you'd like to win a copy of Resident Evil 9. That's all. Moving on. I'm not going to play it.
Anomalies in it.
Came with my graphics card. It's got zombies. Those are human anomalies.
Yeah,
Might as well have somebody enjoy it,
But yeah, anything left on the anomaly note? Because those are definitely part of the game that sets it apart from other gachas.
I have one. Have you guys ever interacted? Like, I never got to prison, so I didn't know like the whole thing was an anomaly. But did you know that the thing that sends you to prison, like when you max out your wanted level, right?
Yeah,
You have that.
executioner.
You have the executioner show up. Apparently, it's not just like some random anomaly that pops out of nowhere. Apparently, the entire anomaly is the entire traffic light system in NTE. Like it is everywhere. And the anomaly just pops up by possessing the most the closest traffic light that's next to you, right? I found that very weird. Like it's basically always watching. It's always watching you. It's so crazy.
So I'm gonna. Did anybody do the little thing where you're able to beat it early?
No,
I
I didn't.
haven't.
No.
I didn't do
Nah.
that.
I try to stay away from that thing. That thing got muscles. I'm too scared. He got it.
I'm too much of a casual.
Yeah, same. I get my mahjong in, and then that's it. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Who's been the like favorite go-to? Like, are we enjoying Nonali? Are we enjoying Hattori? Like, what do you guys think of the 1.0 banners as a launch set
Like
of banners?
characters? The
Yeah,
characters
just as like
themselves?
the characters and their play sets. Like,
Okay, I'll start off, I guess. Hotori is a ton of fun. Love the slowdown. I think her character model is phenomenal. I love the fact that she literally like attacks with an umbrella. She throws the umbrella. She pulls a sword out of the umbrella. Right, incredible character design and very fun gameplay. Nanalie, I find very boring to play as. I don't really like her character at all. I don't like the fact that they gated still the vertical wall running behind her as a character. I pointed out in every beta, and then when I met them in person at Gamescom, and I met them in person at TGS, that they should allow for free wall running, like other games have done. So I don't like the fact that they still have I know you can, the dog dude, you can run sideways by going into the puddle of darkness and everything, but I feel like the wall running should be in 2026 should be a feature that is present for all characters. So I don't like the fact that they gated that behind Natalie specifically, but other than that, I've enjoyed the banners. I've gotten both. I think in my first 30 pulls, which has been fantastic. I love the fact that you have a guarantee and no 50-50. I like the fact that both Nanalie and Hotori, since they're both limited characters, are actually deeply connected and interwoven into the story specifically. So you're pulling for characters they're not like, oh, here's this, hot new dude or chick that we have no idea how they, are going to interact with us, the characters that are already pre-existing, if they're going to be here, you're going to have a small story attached to them, and then they're going to vanish from the story forever. No, these are characters that you've gotten to know over dozens of hours worth of playing. So good characters, good kits, good models, and then implemented well into the overarching story. So you actually kind of have that personal connection to them, and then it kind of rewards you for pulling them.
Yeah. It's really interesting so far. I've been able my favorite team to play right now is a hybrid of Blossom and Hexed, right? So I'm taking the zero of GUN with Nonali and Adler. I'm still waiting on my Discord team because I am trying to make sure that I'm not going to get dupes. So I'm still saving my standard pulls before I use my standard selectors, right? To make sure I can get something like Daffodil, Fadia, Baisong, right? Because I really want to play Hotori in a Discord team, right? So that's basically what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, overall, the characters are really nice. I am surprised at the amount of freedom that Hotori provides when it comes to team building, and I really enjoy the fact that these characters so far and the entire cast has been created in such a way and has been presented in such a way that they feel like the squad, right? Like you are part of the squad. That's what I enjoy the most out of NTE.
the Hethro Avengers.
I think something I enjoy. Do you want to go first? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I haven't pulled not only or Hattori, I'm skipping both, but I will say that one thing I do appreciate about this game in particular is because I feel like many gacha games, and I know if you guys have played a handful, they always eventually hit you with the, okay, all these enemies are weak to water levels. Use a water team, and it kind of gates you into only using certain elements. It's a dime a dozen. In so many turn-based games, you know how it is, right? But it seems like in this game in particular, it's like they're like, no, we want you to use 4 elements if you want to. We don't care. They're like, go ahead, just plug it in. If they work together, they work together. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool because I was afraid if this game is going to turn into oh, you only can you'll do 20 times more damage if you use a 1 element here. I'm like, well, that kind of gates the whole purpose and takes away the fun from it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I like the elements. Just what, mix and match, cause a reaction. If it works, it works. There's some elemental weakness. Sure, every game has it, but it's not going to be so much of a hustle that you're bound and shackled to only using this element to clear this content. But But to be fair, the in-game content's like what 10% of this game anyway. So
Yeah.
most people just want to get rich, so they don't really care.
Yeah.
Well, I have self-proclaimed, I guess you could say, adopted Donnelly as my daughter. That is my main until further notice. Her playstyle is pretty interesting. It's not the most dynamic thing I've seen, but I think she's pretty funny. That's my, like I said, my main character. I'm trying her with Hotori just to kind of see how it is. I like that kind of effect. I think it's is
Blossom.
it anima? Yeah, okay, there you go. And y'all already know from last video that I do like Hayther. That's baby girl. So I done shoved her in that team, whether it's gonna work or not. It just is what it is. And then I run Psycheria is kind of my last for the little hex thing. I do like the hex. I don't know. I'm kind of like a real casual when it comes to that stuff. The colors look pretty, so I use it. You know what I mean? It looked pretty cool. I do like the characters. Like I said, I like the comment that one of you guys made. I'm sorry, I forgot exactly who said it. I think it might have been Stix, where it's deeply rooted in like the characters aren't just random characters that you just kind of like. Let's say Chaos. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have more story time, but like if Chaos would have been summonable early, it's like, well, we see him once, like. You know what I mean? And then other than that, it's like, okay, well, why would I invest and unless I just thought that he was a very handsome, dapper fellow, which some people, I mean, obviously, let's be honest, you got some people that summon just off the looks of the characters. A lot of people do, right? But for those that are a lot more, story invested, it'd be like, okay, well, why else would I summon for him? You know what I mean? And obviously he'll be a character soon, and hopefully we get a little bit more story before he comes out versus the old a character's gonna come out and then we'll give you like a little 20-minute side story while they're out so that they're not completely random. But I do also agree, I appreciate that they are invested in the story. You show up, A-Bond, that's your homies, that's your first kind of group, your clique, you know what I mean? You know that you're gonna be seeing them throughout the entire story. So yeah, I do love the 1.0 characters, and I am very excited for the 1.1 ones. Yeah.
By the way, real quick, I'm sorry for insulting your daughter, bro.
No, you were. Hey, look. It's
Whoa.
perfectly fine. Not everybody's gonna like the characters you like. It's completely fine, bro. Hey, I like Tagito. I'm like one of the only people that do. I wouldn't say that he's like my favorite character, obviously, but I'm just saying I don't mind him. But hey, it is what it is. That's the beautiful thing about the world. There's diversity, different opinions. You know what I mean?
Where's a mute button here? I don't want to hear that again, like ever.
I'll tell you, that's my point. I don't mind, bro. And trust me, it's understandable. I see they will drag Tagito, but I'm just like, damn, that's tough. I kind of don't mind him.
Would he be less annoying if he just like spoke? Like, is it just that he just Tagito? Like, I feel like
Go ahead.
I feel like he might be like 50% less annoying if he just like was actually voiced.
It's common
I don't know.
sentiment from I've seen on social media. I've heard a lot of people saying the whole like repetition in terms of what he's saying, just kind of like he's grating to them just to hear Tage over and over. So
I think
like a
there's
Pokemon.
also yeah, it's like a Pokemon. But hey, people like Pokemon, right? So I also think
Yeah, but
it's
they don't talk as much. You know?
yeah,
Well, yeah,
exactly.
I think there's also the aspect that there's a burnout going on with like mascot characters, right? Because like it's like every single gacha game that comes out has to have like this small, cute, fluffy character that's going to be the mascot of the game and the eternal companion of the main character. And I think people are just tired of that.
Not Enfield.
Yeah.
You got Perlica.
Actually,
Yeah,
true.
Perlica
Yeah,
there.
you got Perlica. You got Perlica and Chen. And I honestly think they're doing a really good job with that one.
Those companies are one of the best in gacha games so far I've seen.
Hey, I still like
I mean,
Mia from Tower Fantasy. She did nothing wrong, but that's just me.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
It's fine.
Tiny little robot blonde
gotcha
girl.
boomers in here, man.
Oh,
didn't mind
wait, I
Mia.
remember her now. I remember her now.
She did
Okay.
nothing wrong. She didn't overstay her welcome.
She
was
didn't
just
do
there.
anything wrong. She was just, kind of annoying after getting Paimon for a year and a half ago.
I guess.
Paimon gives
Talking
me
about-
nightmares.
There's
Talking
one
about
thing.
Paimon-
You mentioned that like the characters aren't just like some bozos that just have a fancy banner out of nowhere. But I think what's really cool is that the playable characters are just in the city. And like, dude, there are times when I'm driving my car at like 120 miles per hour,
And
Yeah.
I'm like swerving down the street, and I see Hathor at a gas station. I'm like, was that Hathor? And then I literally crash my car into a wall just to get out, just to talk to her. What did I get for it? Nothing. But I wanted to. She was right there. I'm like,
Had
oh,
to say
sweet, great.
hi.
Let me go talk to her.
Yeah.
And that's just what's really cool because I feel like the formula for gacha games is just like, here's a cool character, and now you're gonna forget about her. It's like you'll never see him again. Never part of the story. You're done. You did it. It's like, how many times we play a gacha game where you're playing a character from 1 year ago and they've never been in the story since, because they're not being marketed as much. So I think that's really cool that you just see every time they have a new character, they'll just place them on the map and just add more to the world, just randomly whenever you want to. So I
Real
think that's
quick,
a nice system.
before anyone else goes, if I recall, Hotori didn't get her own personal story when her banner was released, right?
No.
In Arctide Senfield, Levitain and everyone got their own stories when they were released. Natalie also didn't have a story, did she? They were integrated into the main story, but neither of them had their own standalone segments.
Nonali
dedicated
is
just to
in
them.
the band story, but it's not for her. That's Akane Rin's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm curious if then, since neither of the launch banner characters had a story, if that is going to be something that they plan on doing in the future, integrating characters into the game without necessarily having a story attached to them, or if they're planning on going the tested Genshin formula of releasing a character and then having that several hour accompanying quest too.
I do hope that they're going to go for. I hope they do away with the whole character story thing. I don't want the story to be dictated to by the banners. I want the story to be, cohesive enough by itself, without having to depend on who the character is currently on banner with. Right. That's why I'm hoping NTE does that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that they were pretty seamlessly included. I liked the spin-off episodes because they didn't feel like a forced character episode. It felt like a story within the city that is that builds upon the world building and introduces you to either some new characters or expands on the characters that we already know from the main story. I'm curious if anybody had any standouts with the spin-off episodes, if you guys have knocked those out yet that you guys really enjoyed. Go ahead, Vince.
Personally, go ahead. Yep.
I really enjoyed the Bison one, surprisingly, because I wasn't a big fan of him as a character, even though I am pretty much a sucker for any character with white hair. I didn't like him all that much. But when I started to see his actual personality, yeah, sure. I figured from step one that he was going to be a goofball that's powerful and shirks his responsibilities. That much was pretty obvious from the very get-go. Problem is that he surprised me in his quest when he literally pulled out real hand signals, right? And I was like, God damn, the guy knows how to actually speak. Exactly. That was, wait, do you know that? Do you know hand sign language?
I know American Sign Language, but I'm not fluent in it. I know enough to talk to somebody at the store.
Oh my god!
But it was really cool, and I like the
impressive.
representation a lot.
Impressive.
Do you know
it's probably Chinese Sign Language, I assume, that they're using, because I wasn't able to pick up anything.
Okay, it might be the case, but the point is, I really like that because it provided an entirely different aspect to his personality. You initially thought he was going to be one way, and then he shows you that he has this, serious, kind of empathetic, emotional side to him, and I'm like, oh, okay, I am sorry, I did not know the cut of your jib.
Yeah.
If you it's kind of funny because I felt the exact same way with Bison. And I actually started to give him, I know, don't mute me for this, but I gave him some gifts to raise his bond level. The dude. But when you unlock more companion quest, more context of that story you did with him actually develops a bit with more text messages, which I think is really cool. It just extends it further. It's like, hey, remember that kid we helped out? I'm like, we're talking about this? So it's really cool how they connect that with the companion quest too.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I won't go into all the details for it, but it's I like how they do that.
Yeah, I thought excuse me. I thought that story was really like poetic in the way that they presented it. Pretty dark, but I thought that we got like a really good balance. We got that one. We got the other one that was a little bit more serious in the Moonlight Pawn Quest. And then the Lacrimosa and the Band Quest were both like just pretty fun. And I really like the way that they built that whole spin-off. I thought it was a great time. Personally, my favorite was obviously the Tomato one and the Band one. I enjoyed those ones. I thought they were all great personally.
You're just biased because it's an entirely new JoJo reference. Like that quest is a JoJo. It's like the moment where the tomato demon pulled out a goddamn steamroller, I was like, oh my god, it's the Dio reference. Here we go.
That was funny.
No, I think that was a part of the main story. I was about to. Okay, yeah, no, I'll agree with the band one. I really like music, so I think that the band one was really nice. And because I'm so interested in kind of like the mini games, hopefully they've already shown that that they've done and will do in the future like music collaborations. Hopefully we can integrate that a little bit more within like the little band system. Even though I suck at it, it would still be cool to kind of play. I think that the band one was probably my favorite. I do like you guys said, all of them. I was not a by song like hater, but I just didn't really care for the character. Like he was there, he was cool. I understood what his character trope was supposed to be, but I've seen it before, so I was like, he'll be somebody I don't dislike, but he'll just be there. But then actually seeing and going into that quest, that was actually pretty nice. It makes me have a little bit of hope for some of the other characters that I don't necessarily think are boring, but I don't care for. Hopefully they can get some side quests like that, like the wolf, for example. I don't hate on the wolf, but he's just kind of there for me. So if we get a little Skia quest or something, I could be like, oh, I actually kind of like this guy now. Like that quest itself made me actually level by song up. Like I had him and I summoned for him. And I was like I didn't really care, but then after that quest, I was like, let me look at some move sets real quick, just to, just to see. And now he's on my second team because I'm currently in the little ghost train session, getting my behind handed to me because I need 2 teams instead of 1. So yeah, Bysong, I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name, but yeah, that those were some good quests. I'm eager to see more. Hopefully, when the game
Skia's screen time has been babysitting Bysang and getting flipped off by Lacrimosa. So
yes,
maybe he'll get some redemption eventually.
I missed that. Why did Lacrimosa flip him off? I don't get it. What happened?
Fadia and Bison taught
yeah.
her a cute way to say thank you.
Oh my god.
With sign language. That's probably what Bison said. He probably said, hey, you want to learn some sign language? And he said, yeah, here you go.
Oh, brother.
You know what? Fair enough. I appreciate that. That's the only gacha game that does that. Sorry.
I'll honestly take any story or side story that features Lacrimosa because I actually do like her character.
Mm-hmm. It's my favorite.
Yeah, she's quite cute.
I'm gonna A6 her. Maybe.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're at least. I've got at least 200 pulls for her. I've got at least 200. We'll see from there. But yeah, I'm excited for our 1.1 release. Not just because we're going to get more content, because I'm running out. My map is explored and everything. But I'm definitely excited for more story and some new characters to play around with. I'm sitting on 1 selector left. I used 1 for Ju-on. But for my standard banner pools, I've hit Sakiri twice, which is great, but I didn't want to hit that this early. I'm missing Hayther, I'm missing Fadia, and I'm missing Bysang, and I'm probably going to have to use my selector on Daffodil because I don't have her either. I'm curious though, Nonpon, you're playing strictly with the standard banner characters. How is that experience in terms of like just the gameplay stuff? Like, are you able to clear pretty deep into endgame or?
I don't know this. Yeah, I have a charge team and a Discord team. I use all the standard characters, the MC and Cheese, so it's 8 characters in total. I haven't tackled like the end game that resets, but I did all like the first bit, all 3 stars. I got 30 stars on that, which is cool. But the thing is, I haven't really bothered with artifacts or set bonuses or anything. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I hate farming for artifacts, man. In any game I play, even if it's
Definitely.
good. So I'm like, I'd rather just use my stamina on just leveling them up. And once I hit that point in the game where I'm like, okay, they're max level or something, I'll get some set bonuses for them. But
Yeah, the guaranteed stat increases, like leveling up abilities and ascending characters. That's what you guys need to be prioritizing, because
Yeah, not gambling. We
Yeah.
have more than enough gambling in on the banners.
I was never a fan of the game. Like the thing that I currently discourages me from pulling characters the most is the artifact, relic, disk drive, echoes, whatever you want to call it. That system with the RNG substats just kills any desire I have for pulling new characters. Because why? Because I'm gonna have to spend like the next month or so trying to get the stats that I need. And it's so goddamn annoying.
Yeah.
That's why, like, even NTE does this to an extent, but it's to a much lesser degree, I would think, than its competitors, right? Excepting
Thank
Arknights
Henschel.
Enfield. Yeah.
When you guys actually gear your characters, goddamn, I just pull for them. I
don't.
leave them at level 1, and I just take pictures with them around the cities.
Well,
He's
yeah,
not
Okay, currently
lying.
mine are in.
I haven't-
They have. Sorry,
I haven't
go
reached that end game yet. I have to get on Stix's level. I haven't, committed to the screenshots.
There you go. Yo, I come from an MMO background where fashion is the end game. So with that logic, right, you go into it from the perspective of I need to look my best and I need to, take pretty pictures with a group by yourself. So then, going into gacha games, you pull for the most attractive characters aesthetically, and then you go and take pictures. And then you post them onto Twitter. You farm thousands of likes from people that are like, "Wow, it's so beautiful." There you go.
Get paid.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
anime
get
girl.
that blue check mark on Twitter. Make $20 a month, easy.
Is anyone else mad that Chaos is not a Chaos Element character? It's so
Wait,
confusing.
he's not?
He's a Lakshana character,
Apparently, apparently he's gonna
Yeah.
be
allegedly.
Okay. I did not know that. That is weird. Okay, fine.
Is his name? I wonder if that's just a translation quip that they're doing. Like, I don't know what his name actually is in China, but like, if it's just Chaos and the element's called Chaos, I'm like, Hoda, what are we doing? What are we
Right.
doing?
Come
Maybe
on,
it's his
Hoda.
operator name, right? Not his actual name. Maybe his agent name. I don't know.
Code name.
Yeah.
Yeah, code name. Thank you.
Oh,
I think it was a missed opportunity. They could have made him Chaos. I understand, because isn't there only like one Lakshana character in the game right now, and it's just Hathor, right?
and
Aether
Skia.
Skia.
Yeah.
And Skia, yeah, you're right. So I guess they wanted to kind of give a little bit more to that element, but his name is Chaos. Make him Chaos. We'll make the next character Lakshana or something like that. So, yeah, that was kind of random.
No, man, you gotta wait for the character named Lakshana to be a Chaos character. I can't wait to play as Lakshana.
There you go. Lakshana main. I feel it.
They're just subverting expectations,
I'm really bummed that I don't really like any of the Lakshana characters to play with in terms of like gameplay. Hathor as a character design, I love her, but goddamn, I cannot play with Skia or Hathor. It's just, I don't know, it feels so wrong to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm locked out of. I refuse to play Skia, so I'm just locked out of Charge right now because I don't have a Lakshana character that I'm going to use. But I am currently happy with my Hotori, Nanali, MC, and G1 team. And then I'm going to run Daffodil with Lacrimosa, and then Sakiri and who's the fourth for that? Haniel. So that's kind of my plans going into 1.1 in terms of team building, at least with what I've got right now. I'm pretty happy with them. I just want Hathor, and I'm mad that I don't have her yet. I don't get the hamster ball. I don't get the pretty angel lady. I don't get the... Yeah.
I want to hate their costume, but hey.
True.
Yeah, I think you would you would have a beautiful Hathor cosplay, man. Definitely.
Oh my God.
Costume for the character, not for himself.
Hey, we all have our kinks, okay?
We don't judge.
So
We
what?
don't
We have
judge
six
you.
people. We have 6 people here. We can all cosplay one standard banner character. All right, so here we go.
I'll be
Hey,
Sakiri.
I'll do
I
Bysung.
love people dressed up as different characters.
I'll do Bysung or Skia. I don't care. Like that's the easiest cosplay to make. Just get a
I'll
suit.
do Sakiri. I'm 6 foot tall. I'll be a 6 foot tall Sakiri.
I
like,
guess
okay,
I'm stuck as Hater already, so I
oh
mean,
yeah,
I do Hotari.
I better start doing
yeah,
my squats right now so I can get right.
I'll get G1, but I'll have her outfit, the one where it's just a focus on her cake. That right
Wow.
there.
Yeah.
The yoga outfit.
Leisure
like the yoga
Sticks. Bond
Nothing
level
new
10
on your side,
sticks.
Stix.
Yeah, man.
Just the usual.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to ask something though. This is kind of like combining both combat and story. Like, have any of you done the kind of like boss challenges that we have with the anomalies, right? Where you increase the difficulty and you get rewards.
Yeah.
Have any of you actually encountered the random NPCs that jump in and help you at times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that to be such a small but significant touch. It basically tells you that the entirety of the cast is still patrolling out there, looking out for anomalies, and they see you fighting this giant 10-foot monster or anomaly or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, yo, wait, let me jump in and help you out. You look like you're struggling. All right, let me help you out."
Yeah,
What's
it's a
crazy
cool
is
little
that
feature. I don't know how it's triggered though.
You talking
It's
about
random, I
It's
think.
are you
probably
talking
random.
about the one where you find the bosses like in the world, or the one that you just increase the levels, like the instances that you pick?
I think either one. It doesn't matter if it's an overworld boss or the instance boss. I don't think it matters.
I'm not gonna lie. In the beta, I went against like the level 90 biker, and then when Skia hopped in to help out when I had like 10 seconds left, I'm like, "Let's go, Skia! You know, random Skia,
Yeah.
go help me out, help me clear this, dude. I don't care."
That's what I'm
Hold
talking
on.
about.
Yeah, it doesn't
Let it
happen
go.
often, but when it does, it's like, oh, this is cool. For some reason, Hattori's walking in when I'm fighting the Black Tome and
Yeah.
like just popping in to say what's up and help me clear it. But it's
Yep.
definitely hype. There's little hype moments like that. Like when I was playing day one, like I know that I would have unlocked the Headless Rider eventually, but I came across it naturally. And like having that experience in any of these things where it's just like, oh, I didn't open up a guide to look up how to do this. It just, I came across it organically. It was such a hype moment. And like the 12-year-old gamer in me was just like, oh, I have to follow the Ghost Rider dude and go fight him now. Like this is cool. And so that's been a really exciting experience. Do you guys have a favorite open world boss that you guys have enjoyed? I think that the whale is so cool.
Yeah. The bear.
The well, I like that. Well, I really love Evangelion, so I love the way that the battlefield looked. To me, that was a huge Evangelion reference. But it's funny that you said that because I was listening to Persona music jamming out in the car, and then the tunnel just started turning colors. I was like, huh. And then because when I played the beta, I was just trying to like do like casual stuff. I wasn't really boss fighting because I wanted to have that experience when the game came out. When the whale showed up and I was driving on water, I was like losing my mind. I was like, yeah, what's even happening right now? So that's definitely my favorite one. I agree with that.
Same. The
I
fight
think
itself is also very cool.
Yeah, true. I do think the whale is the one that I enjoyed the most, and I think it's because, just like you said before, I encountered it organically. I didn't open it in a guide. I didn't follow a waypoint. I just decided, oh look, that's a tunnel. All right, let's go in. And I go in, and suddenly things start shifting around me. Like light grows dark. I go through a portal. I'm transported to an entirely different dimension. I'm driving on water, and there's this beautiful whale just like floating next to me. And then the anchor or the spear comes in, and shit goes down. It kind of reminded me of Limbus Company because of the theming with the whale and hunting the whale and whatnot.
I like that it felt kind of like it wasn't aggressive. It was like angry because of what was happening, and you kind of like soothe it into like remission. I thought that was neat.
One thing I didn't like about these is that you can only trigger it with a car and not a motorcycle. Even though in the description of the Headless Rider, it says something about the line of in a motorcycle race. And then you can only trigger it with a car. That didn't really make sense to me.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of translation quips with some anomalies and stuff, but
yeah, some anomalies require conditions to be fulfilled for them to trigger.
I mean, I have no issue with that,
I think
but
it's That's like how you guys discovered it, like organically without even trying. But there's people out there who probably spent like 40 minutes trying to get that whale to spawn, only to find out that they had to be inside that car, and that probably wasn't the best
Yeah.
experience. So
Yeah.
I think being like, I shouldn't say mindless, but being aimless about it, and just going about it, just finding it. I think that's what they're trying to capitalize on.
Well, we have next weekend to look forward to. We'll be getting the 1.1 live stream. That's going to be bright and early.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably do the follow-up episode, the pre-release episode, about a week from now, after everybody else does theirs. We might do it Sunday. I'll send out invites for that, but we're going to do closing thoughts now and outros. If anybody has any closing thoughts that they didn't get a share, and if you want to give your little outro, we could do that. If Nitro, you want to start that off, and we could go clockwise around.
Yeah, sure. The only thought I have is that Totally needs more screen time. Thank you very much.
All right. Next is me. Closing thoughts. I think that NT's current advantage is the urban aesthetic because they've managed to tap into the audience that is mostly GTA focused. Then they didn't really have an interest in the anime aesthetic that was provided by Genshin or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail. So I think that's their greatest advantage right now. And also the fact that they're taking their stories in a rather simple matter. Like, they're not overly complex stories. It's just like you hang out with some guys and girls and you do weird stuff that is very supernatural, and you just get to have fun with them. You don't have to learn any complex terminology. You don't have to like pay attention for 5 hours to get the gist of the story. You just, oh, hey, that's the big boss monster. We need to fight it. We need to bring it down. We bring peace back to the city. Easy as pie.
All right. I'm going to go a different route here and make a direct comparison to a competitor. I love the fact that NT has decided to do something different to the tried and true traditional Genshin formula. I also like the fact that, and this might not be common opinion, but I like the fact that Ananta is being developed right now and is hopefully, in theory, going to release in the next year. So NTE has the opportunity to continue to improve, because if Wuthering Waves has shown us anything in the genre, it's that Genshin didn't improve for years until there was an actual competitor to it. And once it did, all of Hoyo's games were forced to improve. Otherwise, they would be left behind. And this competition continues to breed innovation across every major gacha game, and the fact that Ananta and NTE are going to be, have similar urban open world action anime RPG themes will leave both games constantly, hopefully, vying to one up the other, and in so doing, we as consumers are going to then have a better overall product rather than a studio and a game growing complacent because they're the only one in its respective genre doing what it's doing. I also hope to God, because I've done 4 Ananta videos in the last 10 days that have all gotten like 40 to 50,000 views. The tribalism between these two communities is absurd. And I hope to God that they understand that these are very different games, like very contrastingly different games that just happen to feature an urban setting. And I hope that, people can play both of them and enjoy both of them concurrently, simultaneously with one another, rather than turning this into another Hoyo versus Kudo war, because NTE is a very fun game and a very good game. And again, I don't mean to turn this into like a verse, competition here, but from what I played at TGS, Ananta was also very fun, and I'm hoping that both continue to grow and flourish, and that, we just continue to have higher quality games available for us to keep playing.
Competition breeds improvement, that's for sure.
Innovation. There we go.
That's great.
Since you mentioned Ananta real quick, I just wanted to say, I hope it comes to Gamescom this year, because I really want to play it.
I'm under an NDA. I can't say anything.
Okay. I won't question it.
Got it. I guess that would mean that I'm next. course, it's your boy Joker. It's been really fun. I would like to point out something other than the game also being very fun. There's this one quest, and I'm gonna say I'm on to you. I know people probably skipped through the Tagero quest. That little thing, the little girl otter that he was talking to,
Oh,
the little comment she made. Yeah, the little comment she made about like abilities being able to breathe life into objects. I don't know if you guys looked at the text messages Edgar sent after about there being no registration of her existing at all in Hetheru. I'm on to you. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm here. Okay, so if something happens, I was paying attention. You're not finna sneak up on me. I don't know what's happening there, but that little female otter thing, I'm on to you. That's
Okay.
it. That's it for me.
This has been a lot of fun. I play this game too much. Hopefully, Anata will be just as fun as this game. I made similar to the Stix. I made a video saying that they aren't the same types of game. They just look the same. I've also felt that same kind of tribalism. I'm like, guys, like tribalism between two games. Sure, I mean that's to be expected. Before the game even comes out, though, yeah, I'm like, come on, guys,
Nice.
just you play NTE now. When Anata comes out, you play that too. Maybe you'll play GTA 6, months from now too. Who knows? You're getting more for it. There's just too many games out there to just be very committed to just one. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm a bad example. I'm someone that can only focus on one game at a time, and I need to fix that myself. But I feel like if you're trying to enjoy more stuff, play both. We'll see what happens. Other than that, I play this game too much. I make a lot of guides. Maybe they can help you out. That's it for me.
Yes. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining me. I had a blast chatting with you guys. We'll see who makes it back for the 1.1 pre-release episode. But thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with me. Thank you guys in the chat for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you're watching on the YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, comment down below, win a copy of Resident Evil 9. We'll announce the winner in the next episode a week-ish from now. And yeah, subscribe for future Neverness to Everness and other gacha stuff. But everybody say bye. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye, peeps.
Make sure
See
you
later.
just subscribe to all these incredible NTE
Yes,
content creators.
everybody will be linked in the comment or in the description. And yeah. Thanks.
We'll all be cosplaying on the next episode.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yo, don't go making promises we can't keep, bro.
Right.
Oh my god.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. That was a blast.
It was real
A
fun.
lot of fun. Yeah, if anybody is interested in coming back, I'll shoot you guys DMs. I kind of like the 6 people. It's a lot of
overwhelming?
people, but it's not too many. So we'll see going forward. I'll shoot you guys a DM over the course of the next week. But yeah, guys could stick around and chat. But I'm gonna go finish off this stream, and I'll chat with you guys later.
All right.
All right, then.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye.
Gonna go
Peace.
get back to work. So I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your stream, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
It's been real fun.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Man, it's so sad to get off of a Discord call with a bunch of cool guys. I just want to hang out with them for another hour. But how did you guys feel? Did you guys enjoy that? Did we have a good time? I know I did. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and participating in the chat. We're going to get that uploaded shortly after we finish this stream. But yeah, thank you for coming, Stix. Thank you for coming, Nitrogen. Joker, of course. Thank you for coming. Vyncent, Remethar, Nonpon, an amazing cast of characters to join some awesome content creators. Go subscribe to them if you haven't already. I will link everybody's channels in the description. But if you guys are in the Neverness to Everness community, you know these guys. So, yeah. It was really cool to hear everybody's thoughts. I hope we didn't miss any fun talking points that you guys wanted to hear. But I look forward to speculating on 1.1. Hopefully we could get that episode out. But yeah, we've got like another hour to hang out and kill some time, get some more grind in. But we're slowly running out of stuff to do. We are slowly / quickly running out of stuff to do. Let's get the webcam and chat back on here. I need to figure out how to do a virtual camera. Got no clue how to do that. But yeah, let's spend some city stamina. Maybe we'll do a couple more pink paws run. Get those fawns in. That was fun though. I have to do something with that Resident Evil 9 copy though, so I figured we talked about it a few times. Now is the opportune moment to try and give that away. Like I said, give to the community all we can. Hey, Wolf, thanks for the shout out. If you're here, remember to like the stream. If you're liking the stream, if you hate the stream, well, thanks for still hanging out anyways. That's cool. Guys, if Nitrogen wins the giveaway for the Resident Evil 9, it's not favoritism, I promise. We'll randomize it. It might be a little favoritism. We'll put 10 entries in for him. Bacon Evan, what's up, my dude? One of the co-hosts of the pre-release episode. We missed having you on this time. Maybe we'll get you in for the next one. I hope that you're becoming the best mint in global. We know that that's your goal. Our resident mint main.
Here it comes.
But yeah, it's 11:15 a.m. and our social battery's already running on empty. Got about an hour left in the stream. Then gonna eat lunch. Then gonna go pick up the 3-year-old. She's almost 4. That's crazy.
That's a good spot.
But happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a nice, relaxing day. I'm looking forward to this week. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting my Princess Mononoke tattoo. I was supposed to get that yesterday, but we had a scheduling conflict. So I'll be getting that done tomorrow. How'd the fish get away? What?
For the moment. Here it comes. Wait for the moment.
I wish that when we were fishing, I could press F instead of clicking to clear the screen, because I want to just have one hand on the keyboard. We're going to be 99 fishing in no time.
Wait for the moment. Here it comes. Almost there.
I'm curious if we're going to get any S rank versions of A rank characters. Like if in the future we'll get a more powerful version of Mint. That'd be pretty cool.
Here it comes.
Nitrogen, you did great. I know it's hard not being on webcam for like the like physical cues that you're ready to speak, but you did a great job even though you were not on camera.
Wait for the moment.
You did fantastic. Nobody would even guess that you were juggling several different languages. But I'm super happy that you decided to come on and get out of your comfort zone in that way. It was awesome having you on.
Wait for the moment.
Very brave. I think it's brave of me every day to come on screen with this buzzed head of mine.
catch. Gotcha. I won't let you get away. Wait for the moment.
I love podcasts though. That's like one of my favorite types of content to consume. So it's definitely one of my favorite types of content to make. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like, I really like long form content where you just chill and listen to people talk. I like the friendship simulator. Anybody got a favorite podcast that they listen to? I could always use more recommendations. I've currently been listening to Creepcast. It's a Wendigoon and Meat Canyons podcast where they cover scary stories and stuff. That's a pretty fun one. Kind of fits the horror theme of Neverness Teverness.
Here it comes.
I used to listen to Trash Taste. I've seen currently I kind of watch some of their clips whenever they're talking about subjects that I'm interested in. It's hard to juggle consuming content when you're making content. My biggest gripe about making content is that if I'm editing, I can't listen to a podcast. I have to listen to my stupid voice. But I'm a multitasker. If I'm doing the dishes, if I'm doing the laundry, if I'm driving, I've got something playing. Which is I probably need to start giving my brain a break. When I take a shower, I'm putting a video on and listening to it. Like, I'm watching a Nonpon guide or a Stix gotcha news update instead of just having some peaceful shower time. But I'm sure that that's good for everybody's like view duration and stuff. So they're not complaining.
That's a good spot. Here it comes.
When I look at YouTube's analytics and stuff, because I get super interested in the analytical side of things, it always interests me. The view duration and trying to get people to stick on your video for a while. I'm not the kind of person who's gonna like have everything be super scripted and try to keep the viewer there for every second that I'm there. Like, I want to make a good product and have people stick around for it, but I'm not gonna fake who I am. It's hard for me to do that. And it's weird to me because I'd never click on a YouTube video unless if it's just like a terrible video that I'm not interested in, and then click off of it. So I'm just kind of a weird viewer. Like, if I click a video, I know that it's something I'm interested in, and I'm probably going to watch it all the way through. But that's just how I am. Yeah, my algo is consumed by Nonpon's guides. That man is everywhere. His guides are excellent, though. I like to think that my guides are a little bit more casual and hopefully provide some value to people who watch them. But if you want a really good breakdown of how characters work and like a good technical breakdown, his videos are definitely worth checking out. Nitrogen also makes some great guides. I enjoyed his Hattori guide. Yeah, you gotta be yourself. That's what you gotta do.
That's a good spot.
Stix just devours my algorithm with his gotcha updates and his Gooner shorts. Always trying to get you in there to appreciate the tasteful parts of gacha gaming. What's the new Wuthering Waves character that just came out? Hiyuki, I think? Hakuri something? I can't remember.
Here it comes.
Hiyuki, yeah. If I get one more Stix post on my page of a Hiyuki photograph, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Here it comes.
Excellent fan art coming from the Wuthering Waves community, that's for sure.
Wait for the moment. I won't let you get away. That's a good spot.
The thumbnails go crazy. I need to work on my thumbnail game. I've got like my own formula that I've just been sticking with, my own branding, but they're not the best. But I'm doing it on my own. I excuse me, sorry. I was not quick enough to mute. I could definitely improve my thumbnail game though. But hey, at least when you see my mediocre thumbnails, you know who's posting. You know what's happening.
Wait for the moment.
Like, oh, he's got the same red and white bold text. There's Nif again. Ooh, he included yellow this time.
Good spot.
Something exciting's happening. I need to pay somebody to do my thumbnails. It's hard because like I have a style that I want. It's just a matter of making it happen. But I'm trying to learn to do it.
I won't let you get away.
Early on when I was making content, somebody was talking to me about my edits and like how I need to be more meme edity and get more stuff in there, but that's just not me. And if you're doing this, you got to be yourself and you got to do what you enjoy doing. So I'm going to try and stick to that. Even if it's less successful, like success isn't a measure of joy. Once I start doing clickbaity meme edits, you know that I got bills to pay. That's true. That's true.
Here it comes. I won't let you get away.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Man, before I like sell out and do things in a way that I don't enjoy, I'll be driving around door dashing. Back during COVID, I was in a situation where I only had to go into work like 2 days a week, and I'm salary being in the Air Force, so it doesn't really matter. So I was driving around door dashing like 5-6 days a week, and I was making like $30-$35 an hour doing that. I was making like more money door dashing than I was from my Air Force salary. It was pretty crazy. But the wear and tear on the car was pretty bad.
That's a good spot.
I had to make a quick edit. It's what I had to do. And you were still with us in spirit. Oh, Lord. I knew that if you showed up, you were going to notice that. That's so funny. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Evan.
I won't let you get away. Wait for the moment.
Haven't chatted with Evac for a minute, though. Hope that dude is having a good time.
Hope I get
But yeah, we'll figure out the casting for the next episode. I think that we're going to do that probably about a week from now. I'm going to cover the 1.1 live stream. I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. because it's streaming at 4:30. Now I'm going to be tired, but I'm going to cover it. And
Hope I get a nice catch.
I'm not going to do the podcast the same day. We'll probably do the podcast the following day just because of time. But hopefully it is just as fun as this. We'll figure out the cast for that one. Really hope that I could get Gotcha Smack on. I'd love to talk to that dude.
That's a good
Really
spot.
cool guy. What's up, little happy, little sad? Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. You just missed the podcast. I'll have that uploaded in about an hour, though.
Here it comes. Wait wait for the moment.
Yeah, Gotcha Smack's a great speaker, and it's always cool have like getting a chat with somebody who's in a similar situation in terms of family and fatherhood and stuff. Yeah, he's a charismatic dude. I need to fill up my stamina a little before I sell my fishies. I hope to one day be as natural and charismatic as that dude. It's hard coming on camera and trying to be yourself. That is definitely one of the hardest parts about making content is just being natural. You're on camera and you're talking to no one in a room. Like, you guys are here, but you're not in front of me. Who's hanging out in the city? Got Sakiri down there. Let's go see what Sakiri's up to, and then we'll go do some pink paws. What's your guys' opinions on pink paws? Are you guys enjoying pink paws as a gameplay mode? Or is it becoming more of a time sink? For the fawns. Where's Sakiri? Are we gonna see a movie with Sakiri? Find our little goblin. Ooh. Let me grab it. There we go. Get that colorless dye. Sakiri, where are you? Upstairs? You know, I was worried that pink paws would be something that I just wouldn't be able to do. I hate timers. That's why I hate the end game. But it's not that bad. I'm not that good at it though, that's for sure.
Wanna ride the Ferris wheel? No. Just looking. The Ferris wheels I've seen on Bagel look different from this one. The ones in those pictures were much bigger. Well, it's built in the city after all. Wanna go up and take a look? No. I'm not wasting my time spinning around in circles up there. Spinning around in circles up there. Now you put it that way, it actually sounds pretty fun. Huh? So, you want to ride the Ferris wheel?
Oh.
A little. So, Appraiser, are you afraid of heights? Afraid of heights? Well, if you are afraid of heights, then there's no choice. You'll definitely need someone to go with you. Actually, So I guess I'll just have to tough it out and ride the Ferris wheel with you. Sakiri really does want to ride the Ferris wheel. Well, I'll just humor her and go along with it. All right. Thanks for doing this for me.
Sakiri, hungry.
Later.
Somebody feed Kiramaru.
Maybe we should go down to grab something to eat. Well, that won't do. We're already mid-air. Did you hear that? No food now. You'll have to stay hungry.
Fine.
The view from the Ferris wheel. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. If you want to come again next time, I could tag along too. Okay.
So hungry.
Cut the chatter. Let's go.
Man, if I could do a Kiramaru impression, that'd be crazy. I've got a pretty high voice for a dude, so that would be a tough one. I can't do it. Right now with this damn cough I have though, I can barely even speak normal. I'm Batman. I quite like Sakiri's character. I think she's entertaining. I really enjoyed the Nonali and Sakiri fight during Tageto's quest. That was a highlight of that quest. The old Naruto reference. Where are we going? Always get mixed up trying to go to the witch's house. We've got Blackbird the Witch and Hattori the Time Witch. Yeah, Pawn of Moonlight was a good quest. I don't know, the spin-off episodes were really good in my opinion. Who let the dogs out?
Greetings. Welcome
Pawn
to the witch's
Moonlight.
house. You
Pawn
apparently had a
Moonlight. I think this will help us find one of the last birds we need to find. I'm gonna run and grab that before talking to her, because I gotta turn in that bird. I think we're at level 12 for our Oracle Stone grind. Woo! We've done it. We've maxed out the Oracle Stone grind. Oh, it's way out there.
All right, let's go.
Get on the motorcycle. Come aboard, Mint. I would have never checked out here for a bird, so this is useful.
All right, let's go. Greetings. Welcome to the witch's
Yeah, I
house.
thought it would have teleported.
Your
Excuse me.
head is shrouded in shadows. Let me dispel the fog.
I thought it would have teleported me as well. I was a little bit surprised by that. What blessing do we get? Attack 15%, not bad. And our lost tail. Track that. Go and do that later. Okay, let's hop over here real quick. I'm gonna get a little crazy here, and I'm gonna export the podcast real quick whilst live on stream. Now, your guys' mission is to go and turn the podcast on in the background after the stream in order to get it into the algorithm. You can't just click it and then click off of it. Otherwise, that hurts the analytics. Just kidding. You don't have to actually do that. I don't believe I have a response from Silver Palace just yet, unfortunately. Seems like they're either backed up, or I got declined, which not sure which of those is what actually happened, but we'll see. I'll continue to keep an eye out for that. I've been checking my spam mail, hoping that I didn't miss anything. But yeah, no response from Silver Palace yet. I'm curious, guys. Curious. How did the podcast go? Did you guys enjoy it? Do we have any what's the word for it? Any constructive criticism to offer after watching the podcast? Anything you would have done differently to enjoy it? Or anything you'd like to see included in future episodes? Welcome back. See you later. Don't worry, you may have missed the podcast live, but I'm going to get that uploaded in the next 20 minutes or so. So you could have that for your Sunday afternoon. It was a really fun time having everybody on and chatting, but I want to make sure that I'm hosting the best podcast I can. Because it's definitely, like, I plan on doing this regularly for NTE. And then once Ananta, Silver Palace, and possibly Azure Pamilia comes out, like depending on which games stick around as like main games for me, I definitely plan on hosting a podcast related to them. But I'm curious what I could do to improve the formula. Got to do a quick export. Quick little export. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Yeah, that's my favorite part about podcasts, is just to get the natural reactions, the conversation, the banter, the simping over characters. That's the fun stuff. Watching Nitrogen just simp for Hattori. You know. Ooh, C2 Hattori. Nice. Congratulations on hitting that. It's a big win.
Hello there. Are you here for the Pink Paws heist?
We'll run this. We still got a week to get our next 750,000, but I want to get that done with pretty soon, because we'll get to level 29 here after another 900,000 fawns. And how's our cafe running? I can't wait to get the cafe to level 40 for the auto refill. That is going to be very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Almost to 33. Cool. I need to go through and do these management quests. Feel like I'm missing out on some rewards not doing these. Like, what do I need to do here? Complete owner selection mode one time with one employee deployed. Yeah, I could do that. Once I do that, I'll have all these quests finished. Got to do it 6 times total. 6 times with employees deployed. Perfect combos. Yeah. How are you at level 40? Do you level it up faster when you do the other thing? When you do the owner selection mode? Because I might be missing out. That's not bad though.
Hello there. Are you
I definitely need to work on that.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone.
Well then I'm missing some... I'm having some mismanagement if I'm only level 32. Because I didn't put any furniture in or anything. I'm not min-maxing it at all. Might be a little lazy with it, but... I can't sit here and listen to the Pink Paws siren. Hurts my ears.
Pretty lively. Thank you for let me. Time for the professionals to. I'll deliver this one myself.
Oh, that didn't suck them in.
I will.
The main character's skill is a trap? But my extra bond EXP. Cat, please don't come up here right now, you're gonna scratch me. Oh, I don't want to leave yet. Kitty, kitty, you're scratching my leg. Ow. Okay. Excellent. What's in here? I don't think I've ever really gone in here. There's so much in Pink Paws that I just haven't done. Like, I haven't done the red phone quest. I haven't... There's a lot that I haven't done that I need to do. So prioritize the price increase, not the traffic increase. Got it. I'm going a completely different route this time. I don't know how bad this is.
Exclusive delivery. Trust.
For a change. Everyone, follow my command.
I probably should spend some more time exploring Pink Paws since I'm not like min-maxing it anyways, just to get an idea of like what's around. Maybe I could find a better route. Because I max out at like 150k, which like isn't that great. I feel like I could be missing some important stuff. Like, I don't know what's back that way, so I'm gonna go check it out. Whoa, whoa, no! Like, I don't know what's behind this door. A room. Oh, the effect doesn't stack? Oh, that is less good than I thought it would be. Like, significantly less good. Like, I should be using Hattori's time stop ability to, like, save time. Otari. Otari. Hattori. Go left. Oh, so when you use this time stop, you still got to avoid the red lights. Got it. That is definitely good to know. Always avoid the red lights. We don't want to trigger our enemies. Does this dude do anything? I don't actually know. $340K, you are definitely doing this better than I am. Got turned around there for... Like, I might barely break 100K this run, because I'm, like, doing it half asleep. Give me this. Scroll your mouse wheel while pressing F. Okay. That's a neat little trick.
Not bad at all.
I like the little jump boost that randomly happens. Makes me want to, like, do it properly. That's not doing it properly. That is running into the wall over and over again. What did I... Triggered those guys, how am I supposed to fight them? What do they want from me? Alright, little spider.
At this very moment.
I'm down to 3 minutes already. That's not what you want to see. 3 minutes and only 70k. But we got a vault access card. Yeah, I haven't found the diamond yet. It would be cool to find that. That would be big money. Get rich quick. With pink paws.
Exclusive delivery. And thus, time flows on. Trust me.
I feel like I should probably just get out of here. Just take my terrible 100k and get out. Well, we're gonna go back this way. We're gonna go back to the open... what's it called? The open elevator. I feel like you go so fast when you do that. Yeah, I thought there was an open elevator there. I guess not. How did I trigger them? I feel like I was so far. Ah, no. Wow, a whole 100,000. It's certainly not Nitrogen's 350k run. That is for certainly. But it's an extra 100k. I've got no problem not min-maxing Pink Paws. It is what it is. But I wish I could do that little dash jump in the open world. Makes me want to do it. Guys, we need podcast title episodes. Does anybody have any good titles? Patch 1.0 was crazy.
Pretty lively here.
That's the one, isn't it?
Let me. Everyone, follow my command.
I hate fighting these dudes in this tight corridor.
What's that smell?
All right, let's go.
Ooh, Geonomic Warrior coming out with a hitter right there. That's a title. Alright, I'm at this lost tail. Where's the quest at? The bug down there. Where's my lost tail at? Hello? There? Nitrogen's takes were crazy. Can't stop being based. That's a good title. Oh, thank you. We will skip forward time. For the rest of stream, we're literally like at the tail end of the stream. We're probably going to finish this up and say our goodbyes, get the podcast uploaded. It'll probably be up in the next 30 minutes or so. Am I going to stream tonight? I am not certain if I will be streaming tonight. Not positive. I may be. What does this guy want? But I will be streaming tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be getting my Princess Mononoke tattoo done. And I'll be finishing that up. And then, yeah, tomorrow evening I'll probably stream. I've got a handful of streams planned for this week where we'll pretty much just be chilling and wrapping up any loose ends in terms of content. And then we'll just be patiently waiting for 1.1. I'll do the ads for him later. I'll do them later. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa. But yeah, we're just working. We're just going to get that level 45 grind going now, start farming all of our character materials, get that done with, and then see how deep we could go. Prepare for 1.1 and for Lacrimosa's release. I've got to get Lacrimosa at least A3. I think we'll get our A3 in 200 pools. That seems reasonable. I love screenshotting the podcast for the thumbnail. That's always amusing. Get some behind the scenes thumbnail editing going real quick. Watch me whip up a thumbnail in 2.5 minutes. A3 Hattori would be sick. How many pools off are you? Because you're pretty close to it, right? You got your 2 copies. Yeah, that's pretty good info. Definitely pre-farm those mats. It'll help you out in the long run. I'm going to be spending all of 40 to 45 farming materials and farming beetle coins, because beetle coins are killing me. Beetle coins, experience, all that good stuff. Don't forget the skill materials. Don't be like Stix. Stix out here playing with level 1 characters, level 1 skills. It's just a waifu simulator for Stix. Yeah. Nitrogen just logs in and stares at Hattori for 3 hours straight, and then he gets off the game. That's his game plan. do 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 do. You just go to the witch's house and stare at the witch for the feet. Ooh, Chaos Blackbird. That'd be pretty cool. Man, I'm not 100% anti-AI, so I don't get it. But the little ways that they use AI, it didn't seem like that big of a deal to me. I feel like we're going to get more and more vehicles as time goes on. So I'm not too stressed about that. I think it'll get better and better. Is the 12 million Fawns vehicle in game currently limited to a certain amount of people that buy it first? I don't think it's limited. I think anybody could buy it as long as it's still available. Are the cars numbered? That's pretty crazy. If you get like a serial number based on when you get it. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to get like an early serial number one, but they should have like second serial numbers for those people who got it without buying the fawns with the currency or with Annulith or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. Versus like, oh, you just got it because you bought the Annulith from the shop. car power creeping is real. The realest. Let's see. Man, the Porsche is going to be sick. I want the Porsche strictly for like aesthetics. I want a Corvette collab, but like OG Corvettes. I'm personally not the biggest fan of like necessarily anime collabs because it feels kind of immersion breaking. But I don't hate them either. Like I'm not going to complain. What character would you want from Demon Slayer? That's a good aesthetic one for sure. Muzan would be crazy. All right, guys, we are going to wrap things up here. We're going to wind down. maybe have some more caffeine, and go and chillax for the rest of the afternoon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and coming for the podcast. It was a ton of fun. The podcast VOD will be up in about 40 minutes. It's scheduled to go live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So in about 40 minutes, that'll be uploaded if you want to go and watch that if you haven't watched it yet. It might come a little bit earlier depending on everything going through smoothly. So we will get that uploaded in... I mean, it's going through the checks right now. It's going through the processing and checks, so it'll be up in like the next 30 minutes or so. But thanks everybody for coming by. Don't know if we'll be live again tonight. If we are, it'll be in roughly 7.5 hours at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So give or take 7 hours, give or take 30 minutes. So we'll see if we go live again tonight. And then tomorrow evening we'll be live at probably 8 p.m. Pacific time. So I will see you guys then. I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your Sunday, whether it's your afternoon or your evening. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you later. Peace.